What's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. So,
we still have the S4, okay?
The M4 is still in the shop. Hence why I'm making this video. So a lot of you guys have asked me, Jake, why'd you buy an M4 that was in a wreck? And the whole scenario as to what my thought process was in buying a wrecked German car that's higher end, which means more expensive. And today I'm gonna explain why. Now the S4 has had some issues of its own as well. On our way to INW, we're gonna take a little trip to Mexico. I'm gonna show you just exactly what happened. So what happened last time I went to Mexico was the S4 had a bad misfire again. I was running it with a Subaru and it misfired and went in the lit mode. I ran the code and the S4 had a cylinder 3 misfire again. Now, a month and a half ago, I fixed this issue because I had to go on a dyno and I changed out the spark plugs and the coil pack on cylinder 3. Now it's happening again. So we're gonna go ahead and see if it does it real quick. The car is warming up right now. So we're gonna go ahead and on our way to show you guys the M4, we're gonna see if it misfires. Now what I'm hoping is that the S4 has another bad spark plug or something, and that's what's causing the misfire, because it has been a month and a half, but we do have a pop tune on the car, and maybe just this spark plug just couldn't handle it. Who knows? So we're gonna go ahead and check it out. That's my hope for this car, is that it's just a spark plug. But let's do a third gear pull and see what happens. Oh, look at that. That's the new WRX. It kind of grew on me. And that's like how it is with all cars. Like when they first come out, you think, they kind of but new WRX doesn't look bad. All right, so we are in beautiful Tijuana, Mexico. It's kind of cold out here right now, but let's go ahead, get it in third. It didn't do it. It didn't do it that time. Maybe it's okay. Maybe it only happened once. We're gonna try it one more time though. Maybe it will do it again, because maybe with some spirited driving, it'll happen. But if it doesn't, this car never had a misfire and we don't know what happened, and it's perfect. All right, let's do it one more time. Okay. Maybe the plug was clogged a little bit, and because I haven't gotten on it in a while, it misfired, and now it's fine. Okay, I had one more idea. One more. What if we have it in manual? Because that's what I had it. I had it in manual when we did this. So let's see if we keep it in manual, if what will happen. Nothing. That was actually really smooth. Okay. I think she's okay for right now. We don't have to mess with spark plugs today. Let's go. I don't know what INW's trying to pull. We got like a car meet going on the way they're parked. Look at the line. And I can't join them because there's no room. All right. So I'm pretty sure the boys are doing a time attack on taking out an engine. So we're just gonna go ahead and go over to the M4. Here we go. My 2015 F82 M4 with a front coilover delete. So with this car, it did have an accident, and that's why a lot of people think I'm stupid for buying it. He said it was like parked just on like the side of the road by his house, and someone was coming around the corner and they're going like at 20 miles an hour and just sideswiped the car while it was parked. Now, he missed the door when he hit the car and the side skirt, but he did hit the fender and the wheel, which is why the wheel bearing was bad and I had to change it. And then also when he hit the car from this angle, the fender came up and it touched the hood. And I don't know if the car will let me do this right now. Let's see. So if you look at the hood, you can kind of see that there is some like lines. I don't know, like you can kind of tell. But basically someone repainted the bottom end and I guess they took the dent out, but that is part of the reason why this car has some issues. It's because of that wreck. Now, it also has a whole new front bumper and you can see the paint is perfect on it. But when the kid had it fixed, he neglected to change the wheel bearing and do the coilovers. And I think the reason he did that was because he found out how much it was to replace. So that's why he listed on Marketplace. Now, he didn't go through insurance when he fixed the car, so the car is still a clean title car. I don't know what it would have been if he did go through insurance because that's not enough to total the car. The engine's fine, everything's fine, frame's good, just the coilovers are bent. So these coilovers were JRZ RS Pro coilovers, and on Vivid Racing, they're worth around $7 because they have Swift springs. So let's just go ahead and see how much this car is worth with all the mods, and then I'll show you guys why I actually still bought the car even when I found out that it wasn't a wreck. So I bought the car for $46,500. Coilovers used, let's just say they're worth $5 grand. And then we're gonna do the heat exchanger and the top mount intercooler from CSF. So that was another 2,300 bucks. Used, let's say they're worth 1,800 together. So that's what I got the car. That's like the deal I got the car for. So basically, minus the $46,500 that I paid for it, I saved $6,800. So that's why I got the car. Now, he wasn't going to give me the top mount intercooler at first, and he wasn't gonna give me the heat exchanger at first. That I made him give to me because he told me, hey, look, I want to get the car aligned because I lowered it, and they told me that the coilovers were bent, which is why I couldn't get alignment, which is why also our steering wheel is kind of off. So with that being said, I was like, all right, look, I'm not gonna buy the car if that's bent. So you're gonna have to like give me a deal, cut the price down more. So he gave me the top mount intercooler and the heat exchanger he didn't even know was on there, I don't think. So I got a deal that way. Now the new coilovers that are getting rebuilt right now from JRZ costed me around $1,700. Okay, so we're still at a savings of $5 grand. And then the wheel bearing was another $400. Installed it myself. Also, for the people that were paying attention a few videos ago, the M4 also had a bad rear axle that I got fixed for $1,000 too. So any number I say going forward in this video, subtract $1,000 from it. So 4,700 bucks saved is a good amount of money, and this car had 25,000 miles on it. So now let's go ahead and go to Kelley Blue Book and see if I got the car for a good price for what it has done to it. So if we go to Kelley Blue Book right now, I've already put in the spec, how many miles it has, and on the low end it was $42,900, and on the high end it was $46,500. When I punched in the Kelley Blue Book when I bought the car around 3 months ago, it said it was on the high end worth $47,000, which is why I told the kid $46,500, I'll take it. And he did, he agreed, and it was a good deal. Now, a lot of people are saying, why don't you just buy a nicer car that didn't have an accident? Because the nicer cars that didn't have an accident that were going for that much money were from a dealer. So these are the cars that are going right now. So this one's for 40 grand, has 18,000 miles, but it's a branded title. So that's not clean, so that one doesn't count. That one definitely doesn't count. That one's convertible, 39,000 miles, Bellevue, Washington. So around the same area. So that has around 14,000 more miles than this car does, and it's going for 5,000 less. It's also a convertible, not as much of a desirable spec as mine. This one is a lot closer. It has 33,000 miles, so 8,000 miles more. And let's look at this one. Now, off the rip, you can see it doesn't have any modifications really, no carbon roof. Interior, Yeah, see, it doesn't have a lot of the same mods. Like this has the hard leather. I have the leather dash, the actual leather, not the fake plastic stuff. So right there, like just spec alone, this car is kind of unbeatable for the price. And from a dealer too, I found an Austin yellow one that I was wanting to get that had the same miles, everything. And the issue with it was the dealer tried to tack on $6,000, saying that they tinted the windows and did a full PPF on the front, and I couldn't get out of the $6,000. So it was listed for $45,000, but after the $6,000 it was $51,000, and then tax and everything else. So that's why I didn't go through a dealer, and that's why I just went on Facebook Marketplace and looked really hard. I almost got a black M4 that was fully built already, but I thought, why do that when I could do a car my own way, do my own stuff to it, wheels, everything, full bolt on, and then possibly go pure turbo in the future. Like that process is what's really fun about cars, and buying a fully built car already just wasn't as appealing as this one was. Now also, to put in this to consideration too, is the fact that this car, I still saved, even after fixing the stuff that was broke, $4,700. So that plus the $46,500 means that this car was like 51 grand. So, I mean, that's like my logic behind it. It looks great. I like the color. Already has coilovers, which is a big plus because now I don't have to buy those. We did put the carbon wing on, if you guys haven't noticed. And next plans for the car is this. I already got wheels. And I'm not gonna tell you what they are. We're gonna drive out to Seattle and test fit them in a few weeks, hopefully. We got the crank hub in the office right now. We're waiting on the timing tool for that. And coilovers are waiting for nuts. So once we get the nuts in, JRZ is gonna rebuild them and send them over right away. So we're just waiting on nuts. And then we also have side skirts upstairs that I'm gonna show you guys, and they're gonna look great on this car. I don't know if I'm gonna put them on today. I don't think so. I think we're just gonna wait until the car is on a lift and we'll throw them on. But I may or may not have requested an order on an exhaust system. So the M4 won't be sounding garbage anymore, but let's go ahead and look at these side skirts because they are sick. Look at the weave on these things. Those look super nice. Now these are PSM side skirts, and I actually got these from Sencal Motorsports. And then if you use my code, you're gonna get 5% off, and it's just Jake Schnatter on their website. Dude, they look nuts. So these are gonna be able to bring the car from that little front lip area. It's gonna be able to bring the side of the car out. So that's kind of where they're gonna sit.
But there you go.
That's why I bought the M4. And then the Audi with the misfire situation, I'm guessing it's just because I took the car a little too easy for a while and then finally got on it, and then the spark plug was just low clogged and now it's fine. But if it happens again, we'll look into the spark plugs, then coil packs, and then possibly an injector, but I don't really think it's an injector. But anyways guys, that's the end of today's video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like, and if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and the bell. And stay tuned for those new wheels, they're sick. I'll see you guys next time. Drive safe.